Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Rapid Reload for the Sony PlayStation 1. We completed the third stage in the last video, but now we are going to have our toughest stage yet. I had to get a lot of practice in for stage 4, and the main challenge in stage 4 is maintaining a high level of health. That's the gist of it. Because there's only one health pickup in this stage, and it's pretty late in. And you want to make sure that you save enough health for the finale of this area, the actual Guardian. So without further ado, let's begin. We want to take down the enemies here, but we also want to duck down and avoid the lasers from these little spider droids, so to speak. And when you see a mech shooting flamethrowers and missiles, you want to duck down and use the fireball. Because the fireball is going to do more damage to that thing than the homing shot will. And now for our first boss, this little computerized crane. You just want to move back and forth and just avoid being hit by that crane. You don't want that thing up there to hit you. And of course, let's go ahead and get the blue power gem there and shoot this mech with the flame shot, and shoot this thing down with the homing shot. We also got another bomb. The most bombs you can have is 6, and I got hit again. Great. That's not what I wanted. I really want to take as little hits as possible. I want to take as little damage as I possibly can. And let's go ahead and hit this thing with the flame shot and try to get as many of these as we can. And we're going to face our first boss. This first boss is going to be a pain in the butt if you do not know what to expect. So, these flames are just going to go back and forth. I want to use the homing shot to take out the missile that this thing shoots. And when the flames go straight up like this, that's not what I wanted to do, but you want to slide so that way both of those flame shots don't hit you. And if the flames go upwards and diagonally, just go all the way to the end and duck down and keep firing. And if the... Oh, come on. If the mech starts flying around like this, you want to just tap left or right so that way you can stagger the flames and keep them from hitting you. Once you get this thing down to 16,000, you want to be on the right-hand side of the screen. This thing will create some orbs. You can just stay all the way here. Keep firing. It just went down and left. When it comes towards you... Oh, come on! You want to get to the other side. Like so. Oh, come... Why am I still taking damage? I'm really going to have to stay all the way to the far side and duck to avoid being hit, aren't I? And once you avoid the flames, that's when you want to start shooting again. Yeah, you're going to have to slide to get from one side of the screen to the other like what I'm doing. Otherwise, you're not going to make it, and you're going to take more damage than you already have. Like I said, this stage, not fun. If this stage had 2 health pickups, I'd like it a little bit more. I think it'd be a little more doable. And now, we need to get on the center here to get on the platform, and we need to start shooting things down with the homing shot because we're going to need it. We are going to need it where we are going. Shoot these things down, but more importantly, shoot the things that are going to be coming up from the top of the screen. Shoot that down. Do not let these things hit you. Ever. You do not want these things hitting you with the lasers when the lasers get big. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. There will be the little tanks coming out from the walls on the sides. You do not want those things hitting you either. Thankfully, you can usually duck the lasers from those things. I don't know how I avoided getting hit by all that, but I did. And I'm trying to avoid getting hit by more of these things. And pretty soon, we're going to be seeing even more of these things. Just shoot them all down. Stay on one side. You'll be able to take them out just like that. I'm going to go to the right here. Once again, torch them all. Duck down to avoid the laser from the things on the walls. Why am I getting hit by that laser? Sheesh. That should be the end of it. Now we need to switch to the G-shot and start shooting these things down. We're going to duck down, and we're going to use a G-shot to take out the lasers. Get near the one that's going up. Face the one that's going down. Duck to avoid getting shot by the one that's shooting the machine gun fire downwards. And face the one that's coming down to your level, so that way you can keep shooting down the missiles. Apparently your hitbox is a lot smaller when you're ducking. And apparently you don't have to face that thing. You can just keep facing away from it and just hit this thing with the bigger shots. That's cool. That's good to know. And once we get to the top here, we're going to face another boss. And I need to get all the way to the left once we reach the top. Keep the homing shot ready. And from here, we start shooting. Get on top of this thing. You'll know why soon enough. And just keep firing at this thing with the homing shot. Stay away from the black hole. The black hole will damage you. That's why I told you to get on top of these little platforms to the sides. Once the rainbow laser's gone, stay to the left of right of center here. Avoid these things. These things come down. Go to the left or right. Avoid that. And we're going to stick to the left again. We're going to stay down here this time. Let's approach the center. And then let's stay down here. So that way the rainbow lasers won't hit us. Go to the right a little more. Avoid these things. Avoid these flamethrowers. I guess that's what they're called. These things come down. Go to the side. These things come down again. Stay to the side again once these things return to the sides, and then boom. Just keep firing. As long as you know where to go and you always use the homing shot, those things are made easy. Now it's time to use the homing shot again. Take care of all these things. There are these little three-way laser shots here in the walls, in the background. You want to shoot those down. Remember that the things always go 2 diagonal, 1 vertical. And from here, you just want to play it safe. You just want to inch your way to the right as you do all this. Don't be surprised to take, or afraid to take on enemies, and I should have went down. That is on me. Time to keep going forward and keep shooting down enemies. There will be more of these things. And more of these little things here too. That thing will blow up. I need to go up. Let's go down. We've avoided that thing. That thing's there too. That thing is there too. Shoot this. Shoot that down. We need to go up. In case any more enemies pop up, then any of those little running mechs come down. I can always avoid them. There's a bomb. I want to be careful because there's going to be another thing near. Ooh. That's a good thing I was able to duck down and avoid that. Just inch your way down. Hold down and right if you need to. And that's why I hesitated to go down there, because of that thing. At least I have almost half health, but still, no, that's not. I still wish I had more health. I know I'm being deadly serious here, And the tone of my voice is on the low side, but oh, good grief. This game is going to kick your butt, especially in this part. Slide to get down here. I'm going to get all the way to the left here and start firing with the flame, with the fireball. That thing is down. Again, you just want to keep inching your way forward for things like that, things like the guard, things like the flamethrower tank. Another one's going to be there, but thankfully we picked up the boost, and the boost is really going to make that a lot easier to deal with. You go down, you go down, you both go down, you both go down, you all go down. Go down here. Actually, no, go up here. Shoot everything down. That is why you want to go up immediately once you leave this platform, and then just get yourself some distance and then just keep firing. Switch to the flame shot. Guardian time. Luck is on your side, but everything comes to an end, including your life. And we are going to stick all the way to the far left. We're going to shoot these things down. We need to avoid being shot by the orbs. Just keep firing, keep jumping up and down. You will eventually take care of everything. I'm surprised I managed to get all of that. Let's shoot this last thing down. Down and X. Keep standing right here and shooting. You'll take out the missiles this way, but you'll have... Whoa! Okay. Now this thing down in the bottom center is moving. Jump to avoid the laser. Eventually this thing will stop firing, and thankfully we took care of everything else. We'll just use... We'll just use the... Okay. Diagonal, vertical, horizontal. As I was saying, once that bottom center laser stops firing, I use the fireball. Now for this third phase, you want to use a homing shot the whole time. I use it to destroy everything and make everything a little easier to see. Diagonal lasers, stay all the way to the side. Vertical lasers, stay all the way to the side. Horizontal lasers, get to the center, jump as soon as you see the lasers coming at you. Holding start. Repausing. Alright, and from here on it's random. Just watch everything, and if it's horizontal, get ready to go to the center and jump as soon as you see the lasers. If it's diagonal or vertical. Okay. Not my best, but it'll do. We're at 2,000 hit points on the Guardian. When that happens, you want to stay away from the sides. Keep firing. Watch the head. When you see the head move, start moving. I should have died. And as imperfect as that was, I still explained everything I did all in one life. Phew. That was so close. I could have lost. Well, that was very apropos, but he says that no matter what. Things are not looking good. I better hand the Valkyrie over as soon as possible. And I am glad that I have full health coming into this. Oh my word. We did it. We beat what is probably the hardest stage in the game so far. And we did it all in the first try. I thought maybe I'd have to use one of my continues. If you die at any point in the game, you have to use one of your 9 continues. This game does have the whole continues as life thing, and you have 9 of them. Only 9 as opposed to infinite with Gunstar Heroes. And you go back to the beginning of the level that you were on, which means I would have had to do all that over again. All that shooting, all those bosses, all those... everything that I just did for like the first 14 minutes of this video and change. I would have had to have done that all over again, and that would not have been fine. Thankfully, we're in a brand new stage. We have a whole full health bar to work with, and we'll tackle it in the next video. So join me next time where we take on stage 5 of Rapid Reload for the Sony PlayStation 1. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!